YouTube viewers, Rectangular back, this time with another Marvel Legends news update. So we are 2 days into New York Toy Fair, and apparently this goes through the 17th, which I didn't think it was going to go that long, but I put up my video yesterday, and right after I put it up, all the promotional images for all the new Marvel Legends hit the web. So, you know, always trying to get stuff out as soon as I possibly can, but, you know, then I missed on showing you guys better pictures of the figures. So I wanted to go ahead and do that now, and more importantly, I've got information about the upcoming Spider-Man wave, the Rhino wave, and also the Hobgoblin wave. I've got more information about the UPC numbers and what stores should be carrying those figures. But let's go ahead and get into the promo images from Hasbro. Starting off with the Ant-Man wave, we have the 6-inch movie Ant-Man. Looks very similar to what we're going to be getting from the Marvel Select folks in 7-inch scale. So I think they'll go really nice together. In the display case, he looked pretty good. The head here looks pretty manipulated, so it'll be interesting to see how well you can actually see his face through the mask there. But looks like a pretty solid figure. Looks like the articulation is going to be pretty nice. And then we have the accessory that the 6-inch Ant-Man comes with. It is a miniature Ant-Man and a pretty large looking flying ant. The ant is, it looked about maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches long, so it's kind of big in comparison to the 6-inch figure, but having it be larger is you can get better photographs of him. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. And then we have the 4-inch Ant-Man and his very large ant. So that's like about a 10-inch long ant and probably about a 12-inch wingspan on him. And that looks like it's going to be very cool. Don't know how much it's going to cost. It looks like it's coming in the same packaging as, or similar size packaging as the 3-packs that we've been getting. And then we have the 2 figures we've already seen in years past, the Bulldozer that we're finally going to get, and Tiger Shark. Very excited for these two. The Bulldozer didn't look like there was any paint shading on the orange of his costume, and couldn't quite tell from Tiger Shark. I'm guessing maybe a little bit the way they did with Sentry with different oranges, but we'll just have to wait and see. Then we have a brand new mold on Grim Reaper. It looks really nice. A lot of people were complaining about Hyperion. I know myself, I didn't really like that shelf in his chest, so it looks like they resolved that finally, and we're getting a really nice compromise with him. The Giant Man, I wish it was a classic Giant Man. I guess this is the Marvel Now Giant Man, but yeah, I'm going to have to get 2 of them to repaint. And we have the Wasp, which basically is the upscaled version of the 3 3/4 inch. The head is pretty similar to this, but in the display case the eyes looked really large, very anime looking. So I don't know if that's just the prototype that's going to look like that, or that we're going to get something a little bit more realistic like this. And then we have the Build-A-Figure Ultron, and or I think it's called God, I want to say Ultimate Ultron, but that's not true. But yeah, it looks very cool. He's going to stand a little over 9 inches tall, so he's going to be massive, and looks like the detail on him is going to be real nice. They didn't show him in the display case, so yeah, we have yet to see what it's actually going to turn out to be like. Next up, we have the Hulkbuster Wave, which includes Blizzard and Valkyrie, who we've seen in the past. They both look really nice. Not much to say about Blizzard, pretty simple. But Valkyrie, she looks quite large, and in fact the head looks a little big, but I think that has to do with the hair. The figure that they showed in the case, it definitely was a large figure, based on that She-Hulk body. And then we have the Marvel Now Iron Man and the War Machine, and both those look really nice. I'm really excited to get that Iron Man. Love that paint scheme for Tony. But War Machine, looks good. Nothing real spectacular to brag about there. We know he's got good articulation. It was a pretty solid figure that it was based on. Then we have the new Doctor Strange, and very cool. Hopefully we can find a trench coat to put on him, and then you've got your new Avengers Doctor Strange. I'm not too thrilled with that head sculpt, so I'm hoping that's just a prototype, and that we'll get a better looking one when he's actually released. The Thundra, it looked really good, much better than this promo shot here. This might be a prototype. The figure they showed in the case looked really nice, and the Vision, I'm still on the fence about. This is obviously a prototype. You can see the pegs are in the shoulders, so I'm just gonna hold my judgment on that one till he comes out. Then the Hulkbuster looks really nice. Apparently Shartimus Prime was able to handle one in his hands, and he liked it quite a bit, so I definitely trust his judgment, and looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I didn't get a chance to talk to him yet, but I still don't know about the helmet lifting up or anything like that, or how great the articulation is on him. So one of the big surprises this Toy Fair was announcement of a second wave of Spider-Man Legends, which is going to be the Rhino wave. And this Kraven looks like it's an upscale version of the Marvel Universe version, which a lot of people are very happy about. I know I am. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan. I do like him, but I like a lot of the villains that Spider-Man contends with. And yeah, it's always nice to get more villains, and this Kraven looks pretty awesome. Next we have the Superior Venom, and again I think they're using that new mold that the Grim Reaper is going to be based on. I could be wrong. This could be the Ultimate Spider, or one of the new Spider-Man figures. But yeah, it looks like he's going to have some pretty good articulation on those tentacles, or wherever they are. And now we're getting a new Ghost Rider based on the AIM soldier body, and I don't really care about Ghost Rider, so I know some people kind of scratching their head about that, but I think it's a really nice body. So. And then we get the new Scarlet Spider, and I know a lot of people are excited about that. Next we have the Misty Knight and White Tiger, and these are going to be very sought after. I'm really looking forward to them. They did show them in the case, and they did look pretty nice. No shading really on the red or the white of their costumes. Didn't look like. That may end up changing the final version, but so far these looked really nice, and very excited to get them. And then today they announced that we're going to get a Chameleon figure, and this looks like it's based on the Agent Coulson body, the new suited body that we're getting in the Shield 3-pack. And yeah, it looks very cool. That's going to be a very useful body. And the big surprise is that not only do you get that figure, but you get two heads. He comes with a head for Hammerhead and one for J.J. Jameson. So you could essentially build, you're basically getting three figures in one. And I did this little digital image manipulation so that you can see what those heads are going to look like on those bodies roughly. And finally we get the Build-A-Figure Rhino, and these promo images look a lot better than the figure in the case. The case image, it didn't look like it had nearly as much detail or shading, paint shading on it. And some people were kind of laughing about that head sculpt, but I think it's awesome that we're getting the option of having two different versions of Rhino. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for him. For you fans of movie figures, they announced that we are going to be getting an Amazon exclusive 4-pack, which has Thor, Banner, Hawkeye, and Black Widow in their movie appearances. And again, looks like Bruce Banner is going to be based on the SHIELD agent body, and that's the only figure in this set that I care about getting. The Hawkeye, it looks like he's got smooth shoulders. It's odd that they're not going with the, I think he appears in both ways in the movie, with the long coat and with the coat off. So I guess they didn't want to invest in giving him a new mold or a new coat. So looks like we're getting this one, and the head looks a little small for that body. So I think again this is a prototype they're working with, and that looks like the Thor, similar to the Marvel Select that we got last year, and basically that's pretty much the same Black Widow with just some paint, like pinstripe paint detail in the blue there. Finally, we have the Target exclusive 3-pack that they revealed, and they didn't actually show any of these figures, so we're just going off of promo images. Doc Green is supposed to be included, and I guess he's supposed to be a version of Hulk that does not have the conscience of Bruce Banner. Instead, he's got like nanobots injected into his brain, and he's supposed to have armor, I guess, and a lot of people were concerned that we're not going to get armor, so we'll just have to see. The 3-pack case should have enough room for it, so hopefully they'll include it. Next, we're getting the comic Ultron, which is based on the Beetle, Ultimate Beetle that we got in the first wave of Spider-Man Legends of last year. And looks like it's a pretty solid figure. I guess a lot of people like that body mold. So we're getting a new head. I'm glad that Hasbro is just not re-releasing the same Iron Man wave Ultron that we got 2 years ago, because that would have been pretty disappointing. But last, I'm very excited to be getting this white Vision. Again, they didn't actually show the figure, and he's got toes, which is a little strange. I don't remember him having toes in the comic, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how the actual figure turns out. But hopefully they'll do the paint swirled into the plastic, and that will look really nice, I think. I'm really excited to see the final version of him. Now I have some new and exciting information to bring you guys. A week ago I posted a news video detailing the UPC numbers for the Thanos wave and for the Hobgoblin wave, and the good news that I was able to bring you was that the Thanos wave looked like it's going to be available in multiple venues, but at the time it looked like the Spider-Man wave could possibly have been an exclusive. Now it does not look like that is the case. Well, we know of at least one online retailer that has got them in and has been selling them. A couple of locations in Southern California have been able to sell them, and with the help of one of my subscribers who was able to help me find UPC numbers at Walmart, he was able to bring up the wave in Walmart's computers now, so you'll be able to at least get them at Walmart. I don't think they're going to be a Walmart exclusive, more than likely they're going to have wide distribution. And I just got done watching Shartimus's interview with Dwight and Jesse, and would have really liked to have found out more information about the distribution. But yeah, that's good news. At least I'm able to give you guys the UPC numbers for the Rhino Wave now is coming up in Walmart's computers as well. So that's very good news. That means we'll probably be getting that second wave of Spider-Man Legends sooner than we think. And the only thing that's really strange is that there's multiple listings for Savage Force. Now, the Heroes for Hire, there's 2 listings for those, 2 UPCs, and there's also one listed for White Tiger. Initially, I was thinking the Heroes for Hire was going to be Misty Knight and White Tiger, but a separate listing for White Tiger comes up, so I don't know if there's going to be a running change that they haven't revealed yet, or if that's just a mistake. I don't know, but right now there's only 6 figures that they announced for that wave, and I'm showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 UPCs. So I'm hoping to get more information tomorrow about that, so we'll have to see. The Savage Force, I'm assuming, is going to be, one will be Kraven, and the other one probably will be Ghost Rider, and then we have Scarlet Spider listed and Superior Venom listed. And like I said, for some reason there's 2 Heroes for Hire, so one of them has to be Misty Knight, and then there's a separate listing for White Tiger. So I don't know who that second Heroes for Hire figure is. We're just going to have to see. I haven't heard anything about any Walmart exclusives, so at least now we have Walmart item numbers, and I'll go ahead and post all the UPCs here and a couple of the Walmart item numbers, and you guys can, check with your local Walmarts and try to find out when those are going to be coming out. So hopefully you guys like the information, you share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the like button. I always like hearing back from you guys, so please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.